The untold love of motor cars is deeply embedded with Indians since the princely India times. The then aristocrats would drive their beautifully designed, custom-built cars during royal processions and ceremonies. Cars had ivory steering wheels, and few were ordered to have gold-plated fittings, dials encrusted with jewels, body paint to match the color of the state flag. It was a bright February morning of the year 2020, and the Karma Lakelands Club at Gurgaon, Haryana, India was the venue for an absolute visual treat for car lovers. The recent 21-gun salute Concorde d'Elegance classic vintage car rally displayed few impeccably maintained, beautiful models ranging from 1900s to the recent times. The cars were categorized into the following classes: Bentley, Classic Volkswagen, Edwardian, Mustang, India Heritage, Jaguar and Daimler, MG, Pebble Beach, Post for American, Post for European, Post for American convertibles and coupes, Pre-War American, Pre-War European, Preservation and Rolls-Royce. Let's take a closer look at the cars belonging to the Pre-War American class. 1926 Whippet Overland. In 1908, John Willys brought the Overland Automotive Division of Standard Wheel Company, and in 1912 renamed it to Willys Overland Motor Company. From 1912 to 1918, Willys was the second largest producer of cars in the United States after Ford Motor Company. Overland introduced a new line of small cars named Willys Overland Whippet. In the economic depression of the 1930s, a number of Willys automotive brands came down. Whippet production ended in 1931. Its models were replaced by the Willys 6 and 8. 1930 Cadillac V16 Roadster. The Cadillac V16 engine was a type of car engine produced in the 1930s. Cadillac produced two of only three production gasoline or petrol fuel V16 engine models in history. Both were used in the Cadillac V16 cars. The first from 1930 until 1937, and the second between 1938 and 1940. The original Cadillac V16 could be said to be two straight 8 engines on a common crankshaft and crankcase, because each bank operated entirely independently of the other with no other shared components. It sported a narrow 45-degree bank angle for use in the new Cadillac chassis, which became the Fleetwood. The engine was well engineered with a counterweighted crankshaft, overhead valves, and hydraulic tappets. It also had only two single-barrel carburetors, one for each bank. The 7.4-liter V16 gave the 452 series a whooping 130 to 160 kilometers an hour. 1932 Cadillac 8-cylinder. The 1932 Series 355B had extremely improved engineering. She was longer and lower with an entirely restyled front assembly. The longer hood had 6 hood ports. The new front end styling included a flat grille built into the radiator shell. Both the head and side lights had a streamlined bullet shape. We also see the elimination of the fender tie bar and monogram bar. The trumpets of the dual horns projected through the headlight stanchions. This car had super safe lighting, featuring 3 filament bulbs and 4 contour positions for degree and angle of illumination. The vision of the driver was improved by 30% as a result of the elimination of the outside visor. Ran on a 5.8-liter V8 engine, which gave this car a speed of about 90 miles an hour. 1937 Pierce Arrow 8 Coupe. The Pierce Arrow Motor Car Company was an American motor vehicle manufacturer based in Buffalo, New York, United States. The car was active from 1901 to 1938. Although best known for its expensive luxury cars, Pierce Arrow also manufactured commercial trucks, fire trucks, boats, camp trailers, motorcycles, and bicycles. Pierce Arrow retired the venerable 6-cylinder engine and in 1929 introduced an L-head 6-liter straight 8 engine. The Pierce Arrow is a rare bird. Indeed, as the company's vehement refusal to compromise its high standards during the Depression proved its demise. 1937 was the year when the last of the Pierce Arrow was produced. 1937 Buick Roadmaster. The Buick Roadmaster is an automobile that was built by Buick from 1936 to 1958 and again from 1991 to 1996. Roadmasters produced between 1936 and 1958 were built on Buick's longest non-limousine wheelbase and shared their basic structure with entry-level Cadillac and after 1940 senior Oldsmobiles. Between 1946 and 1957, the Roadmaster served as Buick's flagship car. When it was resurrected for the 1991 through 1996 model years, it became the marque's largest vehicle. She had hydraulic brakes and coil springs in the front. Power came from a 5.2-liter inline 8 engine with a max speed of 120 miles an hour. 1940 Buick Super 8 46C. Introduced in 1940, the new Series 46 and 50 Super featured the cutting-edge torpedo C-body. The new C-body that the 1940 Buick Super shared with the Series 70 Roadmaster, the Cadillac Series 62, Oldsmobile Series 90, and the Pontiac Torpedo, featured shoulder and hip room that was over 5 inches wider, the elimination of running boards, and exterior styling that was streamlined. When combined with a column-mounted shift lever, the cars offered true 6-passenger comfort. Engine was a 4.1-liter inline 8. Transmission was 3-speed sliding shift manual with a top speed of over 100 miles an hour. 1940 La Salle Coupe. La Salle was an American brand of luxury automobiles manufactured and marketed as a separate brand by General Motors' Cadillac division from 1927 through 1940. La Salle automobiles were manufactured by Cadillac but were priced lower than the Cadillac branded automobiles. They were smaller and were marketed as the second most prestigious marque in the General Motors portfolio. La Salles were titled as La Salles and not as Cadillacs. General Motors CEO Alfred P. Sloan noticed that his carefully crafted market segmentation program was beginning to develop price gaps in which General Motors had no products to sell. It also had a sunshine turret top. Engine was 5.3-liter monoblock V8 of the Series 60. 1940 Buick 61C Century Phaeton. Buicks did not much change from 1939 to 1940, even after carrying out a clever reworking of the grille and the front fender treatment, which gave its cars a very different appearance. The grille was much larger, consisting of heavy horizontal bars, while the headlights moved down into the pods integrated with the front fenders. This four-door convertible had a 5-passenger compartment, was built on a relatively short chassis and utilized a big engine, resulting in a stylish, fast road car. Body was made by Fisher Body Corporation, powered by a 3.2-liter 8-cylinder unit mated to a 3-speed single-drive plate clutch rear-wheel drive transmission. The engine gave 141 horsepower and was capable enough to push the car to 95 miles an hour. Hope you enjoyed the pre-war American class of the vintage and classic cars. Thank you for watching. Please click the links to the other classic classes provided in the description below. If you like, please comment, share and subscribe. Thank you.